This week on A Dose of Reality.
When I was growing up, my family was like super Christian.
Okay.
So like on one side of the family, like Halloween was like out. So there was a book was like, Mommy, why don't we celebrate Halloween?
There's a book.
Yeah, it's a book.
Demonic possession or like the haunting possession. That's where it gets real for me. I understand that somebody can come in and do these up things that they're doing in Saw. I understand that things like that can happen.
Right.
And because I understand that things like that can happen, it doesn't scare me as much as the unknown of, is this possible? All these things are going through my head because it's the unknown of it all.
Nick doesn't care where it is.
Nick a treat.
What are you gonna do if Nick calls you this Halloween?
There's nowhere to hide. Do you like your turkey baked or do you like it fried?
To all my people who make horror movies, the writers, directors, whatever, the children creepily reading something in tandem, that's not scary anymore.
No, it's not.
We've seen it a million times.
Happy Halloween!
Arg, you mateys! Happy Halloween to all of the Dose of Reality fans.
Howdy, y'all. Ain't no good tootin', turtin', knees slapping, raccoon cooking, cousin fucking good time we all having here.
Wally want a cracker? Wally want a cracker?
Yeah, if only you could keep that bird on your arm.
I know, right? His ass
doesn't want to stay, man.
Doesn't want to. Bro, stay here, you fuck.
The damn guns.
Dude, you know what? This shit reminds me of like the fucking bird at my grandmother's house.
Really?
Oh, this bird. Well, it doesn't talk. It's just annoying.
You almost remind me of like a combination of Top Gun and the pirate from SpongeBob.
Oh, which pirate? Oh,
in the beginning.
Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Pop, 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 pop.
Do you think he's smoking a pipe in the back too?
Bro,
while he's singing that? Do you think he's zooted? I think he's zooted.
Yeah, he's definitely smoking a few bowls, but not of the weed though.
I think he definitely like took a couple lines and then like smacked the shit out of his wife.
Damn.
And then got on camera and just recorded that.
That's pretty dark. We are back. This is the Halloween episode.
What's going on, guys?
How are you guys doing? So, Halloween, bro, is right around the corner, and when you guys see this, it will be actually freaking Halloween.
It will. It will be Halloween.
So, real quick, are you doing anything special? Are you lacing up your dancing boots? Are you going to be riding that horse onto a party this weekend? Arg.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Are we kicking it?
I thought we were going out to the crawl.
What does this time like actually mean to you? Does it mean anything, or do you just like say kind of like you kind of forget that it's coming? Or are you one of those people that plan out an outfit in advance and shit like that?
Well, growing up, I mean, definitely Halloween has been super significant, but it's like now that the years have gone on and we've had all these pandemics, it's like now Halloween has kind of come to a point where we'd be lucky if we see people taking the time to dress up and get out on the streets. So, I mean, when it comes to actually like the holiday, I think it's a fun holiday. I think it's like one of the better holidays that kind of get people in the mood of like, let's interact with other people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like let's socialize. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like it in that extent, but I mean, as a holiday in itself, I mean, I don't even know what actually stems. You know what I mean? I know it's like All Hallows Eve, but I don't even know what the actual holiday is until it turned into this children's holiday.
Right. Absolutely.
I have no idea.
For those who don't know, like my when I was growing up, my family was like super Christian.
Okay.
So like on one side of the family, like Halloween was like out. My grandmother was like on my mom's side was like,
no way, not happening.
So like
demonic.
Yeah, no, it was bad. It was dude, I told you we were super Christian. So we had a book. You want to hear something funny? So there was a book was like, Mommy, why don't we celebrate Halloween?
There's a book.
Yeah, it's a book.
Okay.
So like back in the day, for the strict Christians, yeah, it was a nice little book. And it had like little pictures, and it was like, this is what Halloween really means. This actually so bad.
What does Halloween really mean?
I could not tell you because I don't remember.
You don't remember what the book
Because
said?
I'll be honest with you, like all throughout the book, I was thinking about what costume I was gonna wear when I went to my dad's house.
Do you know what costume you wore that year?
Oh, what? I think that was the years I was Superman.
Superman.
But black Superman.
Black Superman.
So I had the black Superman shirt and the black cape and the black. Oh, it was dope.
Why couldn't they come out with the black Superman instead of what they got right now?
Because why does Superman needs to be black?
Well, didn't they change him already?
No,
They did change him. He is going to be different now
Why?
because they're reshaping his
That's
character.
dumb. That's
He's
stupid.
now gay.
Oh well, I mean, if that's what they're changing to it, but if they're making him black, then like that's dumb.
I think they're gonna have
And they shouldn't make him gay. Though, what about the Lois Lane situation? That's what makes Superman amazing.
I know, but I think they're gonna have Lil Nas play Superman.
That's awesome. Anyway, back to the story. Halloween was like a no-go until
Right.
like I don't even remember. I think maybe like 12, 13. Like it was just like, okay, yeah, you can do whatever you want, Halloween. So then like around that time I could openly, but like all the other years before, yeah, I went fucking trick-or-treating and shit. I was a ninja one time. I think my favorite one was like older though.
Okay.
Because like I don't know, college, it's really like
You went trick or treating in college?
well, not trick or treating, but you
Door to
costume
door?
parties and shit.
Costume parties.
You
You didn't go trick or treating in college? What's the year
fuck
that
outta
like
here.
trick or treating is like not okay anymore?
The freshman year of high school. That's the last year you can go.
Can you really go freshman year of high school though?
Well, we went, and
I went too.
it was a bad experience.
It was a pretty
and that
good
was-
experience I had.
I mean, I got candy from most of the places, but there was a couple houses where they're like, "Nah, you're too old." So then at that point, I was just like, "Yeah,
That's weird though that somebody would actually deny you of candy.
yeah." They didn't give me any.
You know what
candy.
that means?
What?
They're broke. They have no
Mm,
candy.
No, and this dude was giving out like full size bars. Too.
Yeah, he definitely was just like, yeah.
He was
I'm
like,
broke.
no, you're too old. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. So like, yeah, that was the last time I went trick or treating. I was I don't really want to say, but I was a World War II army person.
Army person? You were a vet?
Yeah, it was awful.
What, from Call of Duty? Is that what you're trying to go for?
No, so
Why did you do that? Why would you make a mockery of this country? Why would you? Why would
because
you?
I was 14 years old and I thought it was funny.
You thought it was funny to go as a
World War II vet, yeah, I thought that shit was fucking hilarious.
but
at 14.
specifically you went as a World War II vet? Did
Yeah.
it say World War II on your vest?
So what was funny about
What
that
made
was
it
that
World War II?
here's what made it World War II. So
Okay. And this is for anybody that doesn't know. This is like the Holocaust.
yeah, so my buddy's pops had his uncle's
Yeah.
like
He had
jacket.
shit.
He had the jacket from them because he actually like his great uncle actually like fought during that time and
Right.
he passed down the jacket.
Right.
So my buddy was like, hey, like I was like, because I came up, I was just gonna be an army man. Like I had like a regular
Yeah.
army shit. I had my boots and everything. It was really cool. I like put a lot of time into it, put like the dirt on my face. And he was like, oh, you know what would be cool? You should be a World War II vet
And
because
put my jacket on.
because my basically his great uncle was like had the jacket. So he was like, yeah. So he just got it for me. And it like had like a name and everything. And it was like really from World War II. So yeah.
Did you do this near Skokie?
No.
I mean, because like honestly, like I feel like any Jewish person that would see you in something like that, maybe as a child wouldn't understand, but their parents definitely would look at you weird. Like
Think so.
who allowed this kid?
But like I'm
The
fighting for the
audacity.
good guys. What are you talking about? I was killing
Yeah,
I was
know.
killing Nazis. That's what I said that to one of the
I'm out here killing Nazis.
yeah, back in the day I was killing Nazis. Yeah, that's what I said to one of the guys. He thought that was pretty funny.
That's
He
ridiculous.
gave me an extra piece of candy for that.
That's ridiculous. At least you gave him some comic relief.
You know what's even worse?
What?
My boy was Charlie Chaplin. He's the dude who played Hitler in
I
that
know.
movie, in the dictator movie. It was like, and he did the little speech, but he was supposed to be Charlie Chaplin in the dictator movie. So he basically, fuck, that is awful. He basically like,
Wait. Okay, so he was supposed to be Charlie Chaplin from the Dictator movie.
yeah,
Because Charlie Chaplin in real life, he is a He is this is what he does. Okay, he does
Oh, he's not alive, so he doesn't do
films.
shit.
Okay, well he has done a lot of films
Yeah.
silently.
Yeah.
They're all silent films.
Not
So
all.
no, most of them.
Most.
Most of them. Yeah, yeah. Some of the later stuff, there was a little bit of the later stuff, but then that was it.
Yeah,
No,
but
there
that's
was
who he was.
he was
Basically, because he had
the
that
Chaplin stash or the Hitler
the
stash.
chaplain said, "Wow," and then he had he did dressed up and he had the little suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is awful. We were
I'm gonna tell you why I have never gone trick or treating again.
Okay, go ahead.
My freshman year.
Freshman year, bad year for trick or treaters.
Last year I went trick or treating. I had the best time because I was drinking.
Can't do a little trick or treat without drinking.
But the worst experience of my life. By far top 5. Maybe even top 10. I'll never forget this. Me, alcoholic,
Oh wow,
and
there we go. So it's the gang is back together right now.
and everybody but Orion has a girl with them.
Okay,
So maybe there was one other guy there, but I didn't know who the guy was.
was it a
Dude's
friend?
boyfriend at the time.
Okay,
Don't know, friend, whatever. Cool. So we decide that not only are we gonna go out of town.
just real quickly. This is in the burbs, right? You're in the burby derbs.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you're
we're in the
city?
burbs. We're in the burbs.
Okay, so the burby derbs. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we decide we're gonna go out of town. Blake's got his license. We decide we're gonna go out of town.
Okay.
So we go to another neighborhood to go trick or treating. We're walking around. We're going trick or treating. Somebody comes up with the idea because we've all been drinking a little bit. Somebody comes up with the idea that maybe we should just say fuck this, and we should just go to this park called Raceway, which is like this abandoned racetrack park that's now a forest preserve. That's kind of like haunted or whatever everybody thought at the time. So we ended up going there.
So you just listened to whoever was drunk and said, "Let's go to this abandoned racetrack." That you thought that was a good idea?
I thought that was the best idea at the time.
Got it. Okay.
I agreed. This was boring.
Yeah.
This was not happening.
You weren't having fun just getting candy.
No, it was not. And I wasn't really trying to sit there and open up all the needles in the candy and the razor blades.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to have to.
And what about the M&Ms that are disguised as drugs?
Right. Or the pills. Because
exactly. They're going to give you $10 pills for free.
Right. So we end up getting a Raceway. We're walking around. Somehow, alcoholic and just kind of split off from the group. So now we're sitting there and we're searching everywhere. Like this is like a huge thing now. You know what I mean? Like I'm calling, nothing's picking up. I'm calling, nothing's picking up. Finally, we just keep walking around. We're like, okay, we're going to walk towards back the car. Like at this point, like maybe they're walking towards the car. It's pitch black outside. Nobody can really see anything. We're only really seeing anything from the lights of our phones. Finally, we start getting closer to the car and I hear rustling in the bushes. And we had looked over and everybody's now shining their light over in the bushes. Like, and I'm telling you, this is a huge forest preserve. So like, when you look into the forest, you don't know what the fuck you're really seeing. You know what I mean?
Shit.
And you just hear rustling. We had looked over. And was performing fellatio on my friend alcoholic.
Jesus.
It was giving him head.
Wow.
So they had broke off from the group
to go do some freak nasty.
And the craziest part about the whole thing is that everybody was really wearing masks. So I don't even know if alcoholic
was giving or receiving. What's your favorite horror movie?
If we're going to go with the horror movie, I definitely got to go with like an Exorcist or something like that. You know what I mean? Something that's like a possession or a haunting.
Saw is my favorite horror movie. I'm a big fan of body horror.
Okay. You just like watching people get killed?
I love gore. Gore is my shit. So anything like real, like kind of gory, crazy chopped heads off and shit like that. That's me all the way. The supernatural shit, it's okay, but I really like more like shit that could actually kind of be a little bit. You could think like maybe this could actually happen.
Yeah,
that's more of my shit.
Okay.
Who is your favorite like horror movie legend. You know, they got Chucky, they got
Are you
Jason.
talking about like the directors of the films? Or are you talking about the actual main
the actual
characters?
characters. So
Main
like
characters?
the Chucky, the Jason.
The movies that I enjoyed most as a kid, and even now to this day, would probably be more of like a Chucky, because
Okay.
again, that's along the lines of the whole like demonic possession or like
I fuck with
the
that.
haunting possession. See, because that's where it gets real for me. It's not like I understand that somebody can come in and shoot the whole place up. I understand that somebody can come in and do these fucked up things that they're doing in Saw and they're doing in Hills Have Eyes and Wrong Turn and Jason movies, Friday the 13th, and even like the Freddy Krueger, the Nightmare on Elm Street. That is all like pretty like gory, like I'm trying to kill.
Slashers.
I understand, yes, slasher films. I understand that things like that can happen.
Right.
And because I understand that things like that can happen, it doesn't scare me as much as the unknown
Right.
of, is this possible? Is this really going to happen? Does this even have like enough ample like probability to happen?
Right.
Like all these things are going
That's
through my
dope.
head because it's the unknown of it all.
That's
So
dope.
it's like now when I'm watching these Exorcist movies, and because these are things that also too, it's not like I'm the only one that feels this way.
Right.
These are also things that people have recorded visually, writing down. They have performed exorcisms. They have performed like these spiritual cleansing kind of things for eons, bro, for years. So it's like, why would they make it up in the beginning and then just continuously drag it on?
Right.
There has to be something,
Some sort of real, yeah.
that is real. You know what
I
I
mean, bro, they thought, people back in the day thought it was so real. I mean, you knew how to do something really, really well, and they
Right.
were ready to burn you at the motherfucking stake.
Right. For a witch.
Yeah.
The witch trials. For sure.
So
Yeah,
that's
no,
crazy.
anybody that was like against the culture was essentially a witch.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, so I mean for hundreds and almost hundreds of years. I mean, literally people have been recording this kind of stuff, have been, you know what I mean, believing this kind of stuff. So it's like now at that point when I watch it
yeah.
and then I feel it, anybody can just watch a gory film
Right.
and be like, oh fuck, like
But
that sucks.
But I think everybody believes that there's some sort of supernatural things out there.
Yes.
And at some
Yes.
level, form, or way. So it's just like, ooh, what if? And that's the real scary part about it. So I can
So
definitely
it's like,
see
you
where
know that somebody could come and kill you. You know that. You know
Exactly.
that somebody could come in the dead of night and just stab you to death. It sucks. It's a shitty situation.
Okay, so it's, for me, it doesn't. It's not that it scares me, really.
But you know that can happen.
Exactly.
Knowing that like you could get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could get like I could get into a car accident.
Right.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen to us. Meteor come down and hit the whole planet. Hope not.
Right.
But it could happen. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that like these things could probably happen.
And you may have even seen it happen from afar.
Right. It
Heard
becomes,
of it.
you're so aware of it at that point that you become desensitized to
Exactly.
it. Where it's like, oh, on the news today, somebody just opened fire on a line full of cars in open traffic. And people talk about it for 20 minutes and it's on Facebook and it's on Instagram. And then it's like, well,
Whatever.
nobody got hurt. So I guess we're just going to brush over it.
Right.
But when it comes to something that fucks with your intellectual, where it's like now it's fucking with your character, where it's now making you question like, is who I am as a person making me believe this or not? Like there's so much that I feel like goes into the supernatural and beyond the grave that nobody can explain. And everybody can try to explain and everybody can have a theory on what the situation is, but nobody really knows. And people have come back from the dead and have died and have come back in the hospital and things of this nature. Or back in the day, they used to bury people and they used to have a bell attached to them. They'd have a string or some sort of rope attached to them with a bell so that if they were dead and they didn't know that they weren't dead, You know what I mean? Like they died and they couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't resuscitate them. And all of a sudden they just woke up or from a coma or something like that. They would ring this bell and that's how they would know that they're alive. You know what I mean? So it's like, I understand that things like that have happened. People have gone into comas for long states of time, but nobody could actually tell us
Exactly.
what definitively. And now at that point, am I going to believe what that person is actually saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like now at that point, everything is up to like your interpretation
Absolutely.
of how you believe it.
Getting back to the horror legends.
Yes.
There is a new horror legend apparently that's around the horizon,
Okay.
but it doesn't have anything to do with Halloween.
Okay.
It's all about Thanksgiving.
Mr. Pilgrim dressed in gray. Where will you be on Thanksgiving Day? Run around Plymouth Town. There's nowhere to hide. Do you like your turkey baked or do you like it fried?
Let's see. Thanksgiving, exclusively in movie theaters, November 17th.
First of all, the guy that said, let's eat, he's from Suits. Fuck with him as an actor. Don't know his name personally. I really enjoy him as a character. Also saw him in, what was it? Ballers for a split second. Very good. So if he's in this, it's definitely going to be solid. The thing that creeps me out the most is that this is dangerously close to my birthday. Very dangerously close. So, is this based on true?
I don't think it's based on true, but here's what I can give you as far as what the plot seems to be about.
Okay.
After a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killer terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts,
Okay.
the birthplace of the infamous holiday.
That's the description they give.
That is the description.
Where's this place in? Massachusetts?
Plymouth.
What a bunch of country bumpkins.
So I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fuck Massachusetts.
That shit looks like dog shit.
It looked like dog food, like very bad dog food
It looks-
that you would buy at Walmart or something.
It looks terrible.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what. I mean, was he dressed up as a pilgrim? Supposedly, the killer was.
It seemed like one of those Purge kind of movies. Or
Yeah.
maybe like Human Centipede, where it's like nobody really wants to watch this, but somebody's going to pay for the ticket.
And you know what we have to stop doing as horror movie. To all my people who make horror movies, the writers, directors, whatever, the children creepily reading something in tandem, that's not scary anymore.
It's not.
We've seen it a million times.
We have.
I don't care. I don't care if a little girl whispers something, okay? Fucking scare me. Do some new shit.
Yeah.
This ain't it. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to go watch this movie when it first comes out, and then we're going to do a review. And if it's dog shit, I'm going to tell you that it's dog shit and that I'm blue, that I wasted money.
I just want to know why the writers think that like adults are scared of children.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I don't
in
know.
what? Okay, so when a situation happens where a child is like, "Mommy, Daddy, I see things. Mommy, Daddy, or they're talking to a fucking something mystical, and you think that it's their imagination. You know what I mean? Talking to just air. You know what I
Right.
mean? Or talking to themselves or whatever. And things start getting creepy, and they start saying things that are like, you know what I mean? It's happened before. People have recorded this. People have
Right.
documented this, and people are always like, "There's got to be something wrong with them. There's got to be something wrong with them." You know what I mean? Or like, there's got to be something else, right? But it's like, why would we be scared of them?
Right.
They're about 1.5 feet tall,
Diminutive.
like a chihuahua, very easily to punt.
Yeah.
There's no way that I could be scared of a child.
No.
Have you ever seen Step Brothers,
Yes.
where he gets beat up by the kids?
Mm-hmm.
That could never happen to me.
Never.
So
That's what I'm saying, bro.
where are we at with this, guys? Where are we at?
No, it's just old, and it's like I don't know what they were trying to
Yeah.
do, but
You know what
this
is scary though?
what?
That whole kind of setup when you're like walking by yourself and it's the dead of night
Mm-hmm.
and nobody's outside lights are flickering.
Right.
You could hear like a car alarm in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, like you hear like a nursery rhyme being sung.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, like I might pee a little bit.
Honestly, bro, I might laugh a little bit. Because I'll be honest with you, bro.
I don't know,
like,
bro. I don't know about
I
that
just
one.
don't. I'll be completely 100 with you. Like,
Okay.
I just don't think anybody really like in this day and time has the balls to actually do anything. And if that leads to my downfall, then that just leads to my downfall.
But again, I'm not worried about the whole actually doing something. I think it's like the whole like because of the whole scenario was set up like a horror movie.
I guess you know
You
what?
know what I mean? I don't think somebody's gonna jump out.
I
at
guess
me.
the only thing I think about is like, there's never a situation, even if the dead of night and I'm walking and whatever, I'm usually listening to headphones.
Yeah.
So it's like
You'll never hear that. You'll hear Kanye, which is just as bad nowadays.
it's a new holiday legend. Why did they put that?
They wanted to sparse it up,
It's a
spruce it
new
up.
holiday legend.
It's a new holiday legend.
So there's gonna be
Who's your holiday legend? I don't think you ever told me.
It should be Jason Voorhees probably. I
Okay.
like because one of my favorite slasher, because I love slashers. So
Yeah.
one of my favorite is the first, even though Jason isn't in the first Friday the 13th. I love that. I'm sorry if I fuck that. That movie's been out for 50 years. If you ain't seen it, then you just didn't want to see it.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah, no, he's not in the first one, guys. It's actually about his mom kills everybody. You don't see actually Jason do anything. I mean, he comes out of the water at the
Yeah.
end of the movie, but like
That
you
was
don't
that,
actually
like,
kill
prequel.
him. You don't actually see him kill anybody until like the second one. Did you see Jason versus Freddy
Krueger?
versus Jason?
Yeah, I did. Didn't like it.
It was
but
trash.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, the last good horror movie I probably seen was the new Texas
Didn't
Chainsaw
see that.
Massacre. I told you to see it like 5 times.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Didn't see that.
And
I
have
don't
you ever
think
seen
I've ever-
Tragedy Girls?
No, I don't think I've seen a horror movie in a long time.
That's
I think the
crazy.
last horror movie I saw was like a show, but it wasn't a horror movie. It was a
American Horror Story.
no, it was a like a psycho thriller kind of thing.
What were you watching? Do you know the name of it?
No, I forgot the name. But
No.
it's like so like the whole like show was going on for like the first 5 episodes,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden for the last 5 episodes, it was like a short show,
Mhm.
and the last 5 episodes it was him doing the exact opposite of like what he thought he was doing. So it's like this whole time you think that this and this is happening, but really he's just a fucking psycho.
That's crazy.
I know, and he's doing this awful things to these people that he thinks he's helping.
That's dope.
I know, and it's a crazy fucking.
I want to see that now.
It's so nuts.
I want to see that. That sounds fire.
Yeah,
That sounds fire as fuck. We got to find it.
No, I will.
No, there was this one I saw on, I think it was Hulu. It was called Tragedy Girls. That shit was fire. These 2 chicks in high school are like killing people like brutally,
Yeah,
and then like writing about it on a blog called
Okay.
Tragedy Girls.
yeah.
And then they actually catch somebody who's like a serial killer, and they try to like involve him into like teaching them how to be good serial killers. But then one of the girls falls in love with somebody and stops doing all the serial killing shit. But then they end up at the end becoming serial killers again and killing a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
But like the dude who plays in the black dude who plays in Hot Tub Time Machine, they
Yes.
yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Don't know his name.
don't know his name.
He's almost in everything.
Bro, they kill him
Almost.
dirty as hell in the gym and shit.
Really?
They drop like a fucking weight on his head and shit and like pushed. Oh, it was dope. Like that shit was dope as fuck. To watch high school girls just like overpower these big, bro, this dude is like pumping all this iron and gets overpowered by 2 high school girls who like fucking drop a weight on his fucking
It was
head.
nasty, wasn't it?
It was fucking horrific. It's my favorite.
Nick doesn't care where it is.
Nick a treat.
Nick doesn't care how old it is.
Nick or treat.
Nick doesn't care what size it is. Just make sure you answer it.
Nick or treat.
If Nick calls you this Halloween,
What are you gonna do if Nick calls you this Halloween?
Yo, Nickelodeon has a lot of fucking explaining to do. Nick or treat? That's crazy.
What was that?
Yo, they were
What was that?
Yo, is that what they telling motherfuckers at the door and shit? Treat. I got a treat for you.
I don't think that's what
Yo,
he
that's
said.
crazy.
I don't think that's what he
bro.
said.
He
But
said you got I got treats for you niggas out here. Are you?
I
Dude, that's
don't
crazy.
know if that's what they said, bro.
Yo, Nick, count your fucking days, man.
Nick, got your. What if Nick is a person? What he-
What if
Go, man. Let's go,
what
bro.
if Nick the Nick was a real person? Why he'd say that? Why the fuck would they say that, Blicky? That's
Bro,
crazy.
that was wild, bro. They are wild boys, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fucked up, man. Dude, and I like SpongeBob, but like
Bro,
that's
not
not
anymore.
okay, man.
Not anymore. Hey, they're racist too.
Dude, what? Why everybody gotta be racist out
I
here,
don't know,
man?
man. It's the low key racism for
The
me.
low key, yo, it's the low key. It wasn't even that low key. That's the crazy part.
Why was that even acceptable? Why did they even put that on there? Like, this is happening. Like, we can do this. This is allowed. Or did they think that they were walking on the line so much that people thought it was racy?
You know what's
And
crazy?
that's why people
You know
enjoyed
that
it.
at that point there was no black people in the building.
And there was
because
no black people in this video.
there was no black people in the building because no black person would have let them put that out. Like that's
No.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Nigger
and
treat, that's crazy.
I don't know, man.
Yo, they treat us any old kind of way. But since we're on the topic of Halloween, I want to talk about a real horror story.
Okay.
Real life, 100% fact. I'm gonna play this video.
You're creeping me out now, man. What the fuck are we gonna watch?
British grub. But these days you've got to spend a packet to bring home the bacon. And don't even get me started on the eggs. The cost of living crisis is hitting Britain hard, with food prices rising at the fastest rate in 40 years. But now, a new line of affordable protein is hitting our shelves. This is engineered human meat. That's right, a protein made from human cells that promises to be cheaper and tastier than any of its competitors. I'm Greg Wallace, and I'm off to visit Good Harvest, where a whopping 6 tons of human meat is engineered every day. That is stunning. With the promise of cheap meat for all, it may well be the meaty miracle we need to ease the squeeze of the cost of living.
What the fuck, bro? Is this real?
This is real, dude.
Is this seriously real?
I'm not. I wish I was bullshitting you, but nah, it's for real.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Well, it's not America, so I guess they can get away with it, huh?
Well, I'm saying it doesn't even make any sense. Is why would they go straight for human meat, and why not take cells from animals and recreate that instead of like? Because now what is everybody a cannibal over there? Because it's the truth. Everybody's a
I
cannibal
guess
now in the
everybody that's
UK.
eating that
Allegedly,
that food,
UK is on that yak, bro. They're on that human shit, bro, and not poop. Meat.
human meat. He was so excited to try that shit too.
Oh, that guy looked wild. That guy looked like the guy that played in Human Centipede.
And the fact that they
You know what I'm saying?
have you seen that have you seen the Key and Peele, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, what's up, my boy? You were in the back."
Said you were in the back.
Yo, human meat though. That's crazy.
That is a little wild, man.
On the cowboy trail, do you think that's what they were snacking on?
On the cowboy trail, I mean, honestly, I don't think so. I think they'll eat their horse before they eat their fucking. Maybe not. Maybe they'll eat the man with them before they eat the cowboy. I mean, the horse.
Oh my!
They got to get
fucking
transportation.
God.
You know what I mean?
They got to get to and
Or
fro.
maybe they're just like maybe the guy's like, hey, I'm gonna eat your horse and you have to stay back.
Damn. Just leave them
Maybe
stranded.
yeah, it's a duel.
Mm.
Anytime there's a situation like that,
Would you try it?
human meat.
Yeah.
If it's the last thing that we ever could eat,
No. Like, would you try it?
No.
Like somebody
No.
was like, "Here,
no,
here's a human meat
No.
burger.
no,
Try it."
no,
What if you ate a
No.
burger and it was fucking fire?
no,
Best burger
No.
seasoned exactly how you like it.
no. I think cannibalism is actually illegal in the United States.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, that's like, I guess it's chemically engineered, so I don't know if it's real.
No, it is
human meat.
cannibalism. That is human cells that you're eating.
Human cells. That's crazy.
It just makes no sense to me. None of that makes sense to me. Even the thought of it. If it was the last thing on earth that I had to eat, so I had to eat somebody else, that's one thing. But yeah, I don't know. That's such a wild scenario. It's almost like the same scenario is so if let's say your mom and
Mhm.
you got thrown off an airplane.
Right.
Everybody got thrown off an airplane, but you two were the only ones that survived because
Right.
somehow you had a parachute and nobody else didn't.
Right.
Or yeah, nobody else had
Whatever.
one.
Somehow we survived.
You survived. And your mom, just kidding, your dad got bit by a rattlesnake
Mm-hmm.
and you had to suck the poison out of his ass in order for him to survive. Would you do it?
Fuck no, he's gonna die. That shit's unfortunate for cuz.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
It's like, so if you have two cowboys out yonder and a situation happens where it's like, I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I need to eat.
Hungry.
If I don't eat,
Need to eat.
I'm going to die.
Die.
Might just have to eat your boy.
Mm.
And not up, but
You know
whole.
what's crazy is that like there was like a couple of stories like that where these people got they got stranded in like
Okay.
the cold somewhere, like off a plane, and they were like damn near freezing to death and shit.
Yeah.
But when some of them died, they would like have to eat them and cook them and shit, and it was fucked up.
That's a
So
wild situation, bro.
yeah, ran out of food and shit. So when motherfuckers died, they were just like, well, they would want us to eat them. So
I believe that you would eat a person real quick. I think that you would be one of the first people that would eat somebody.
it's funny as why?
I think that if a situation happened where like people were like, the world's about to end, and everybody starts rioting and stuff like that, you would just go find somebody to eat.
That's fucked
You
up.
would literally just go kick in a door and find somebody.
That's terrible that you think that of me.
I know, I truly do. I think that you eat humans in your downtime.
Wow, that you think I eat humans
Allegedly.
in my downtime.
Allegedly. I think for
You
a
think I'm
hobby.
on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit?
No, I think it's a hobby. I think it's distinguished. I think it's more of like an upper echelon. You are a human connoisseur. I'm sure all those lonely nights at sea, you've eaten a couple people.
You had to do what you had to do, you matey.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the show, liking, subscribing, commenting,
Sharing.
all the good stuff that you do. We are so close to 500, everybody. And your subscribes are definitely needed. If you're not subscribed right now, please go in and subscribe to A Dose of Reality. I'm Blake Steele.
I'm Kid Iso. Well, Captain Iso.
And thank you, y'all, for joining us
On A Dose
of
Reality.
Happy Halloween!
Halloween!